That was
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm
Bruh.
dead.
Okay, going back to the pedophilia shit. I just want, like, because I remember I heard this one guy, he was making a video about free will, and he was talking about, like, some people just don't have the choice. Like, there are people in this world who, like this doctor, there was one doctor, he was an amazing doctor, everybody knew him, he was great, well-known in the community. One day, he has family and kids too. One day, he started having these, like, sexual thoughts about his daughter. And he's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with me? And they kept happening. And then he's like, bro, this is not normal. So he's like, I'm a doctor, so I'm going to go get a brain scan. Gets the brain scan. Finds out he has a brain tumor.
Shoot.
And he has a brain tumor. They remove the tumor. Thoughts are all gone.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Isn't that crazy? So some people could be born with something in their brain that's just not connecting.
It's not wired.
It's not wired right. So kind of like the guy's argument was for, like, you know, is free will truly free?
Well, you
know?
can't control your thoughts, but you can control your actions.
But that's the argument for pedophiles.
But
it's
thoughts
like,
lead to action. So it's like if you can't control your thoughts, you can't really control your actions.
I disagree. Same way anyone kicks a habit, kicks an addiction, you think about stuff all the time that you're not going to do or, like, you're not going to act on. But obviously it's hard if that's, like, a lifelong thing that you've been dealing with. Like, you just have this thing, but...
Well, okay,
you gotta cut your balls off.
If you can't control your thoughts, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it just keeps happening, that's why the people be like, oh, the devil told me to do it. Like, if you can't control your thoughts, like, your thoughts lead to actions. Like, you don't just act without thinking most of the time. Like, even if you do something, it's still, like, a subconscious or, like, something saying, okay, grab the pot, do whatever. But if I can't control my thoughts to say, don't take that pot and throw it in the pool, if I can't control that, then I can't control my actions. Like, because I'm thinking the next step. So it's like...
You can't want to do something and not do it?
See, but that's a different argument than saying you can't control your thoughts, though. So I'm saying, like, if somebody cannot, like,
no one's saying you can't. No, I'm agreeing. You can't control your thoughts. So then the next thing is, but you're saying thoughts lead to actions. I'm saying, can you think something and not do it?
You can. But if in the case of, like, let's say, like, a brain tumor or something, right, when it's like a outside source, let's say pushing against a nerve or something where you can't control that, and it's like something weird, like, you're at some point he was probably going to act it out, or I don't know, because it's like,
because your head isn't right.
I think
like
it was like in his hypothalamus,
but
that's like it controls your decision making or some shit.
But him specifically, when you have someone in your brain, like, you're gonna have something is gonna be messed up. Like, it could have been a number of things, but I feel like specifically for, like, pedophiles, because them it's like, isn't it like a chemical thing they found in like the brain or something?
At first, everyone thought it was just trauma. You know, they had a crazy upbringing,
it could probably be developed though.
Yeah.
The same thing with, like, serial killers, like
a gene or something.
They found the brain, like, there's stuff in the brain that, like, specifically makes you, like, more prone to certain things, but it can happen based on trauma at a young age. So, like, I think it all like ties in. But for the pedophile stuff, man, I don't know. Like, what would you do if you're just having, like, nonstop thoughts about this stuff? Because I feel like your brain has to be so wired where, like, you've totally changed your whole perspective. Because, like, it's one thing to have the thoughts, but then to act on it is, like, you have to have somehow convinced yourself that, like, because all those fools, I knew it was wrong, I wanted to stop.
Yeah, and that's controlling like at that point, because you knew it was wrong. You had some type of ethical stopping you, saying, like, you know this is wrong. But so then you didn't take the extra help to or you're on your part to get help to fix that. Yeah. Because you didn't say, like, in my head, okay, I have these thoughts and I know I have these thoughts. I need help so I don't act it out.
Yeah.
Versus, like, I literally cannot control what I'm thinking about, so I'm just gonna go, like, because you don't have that blockage, that ethical thing saying yes or no.
Yeah, that's why I don't have that much sympathy when people are pedophiles and they're like, man, you don't know what it's like to have these urges, man. I didn't want them. But it's like, so what was the help? Did you try to see help for that? Because, hey, the last thing I'd do, I'd probably just castrate myself and just cutting off my balls.
But it's like, who like, I know there's been pedophiles throughout, like, all throughout time, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, around those times, it's like, who are they going to ask for help for these things? Exactly. That's
in a current time period, though.
Yeah. Now it's like they're doing a lot more studies to figure it out and shit. It kind of reminds me of like suppressing, like, in Islam, for example. They want, if you feel like you're gay or something, they want you to suppress that until you go to heaven, you know, and then you'll get whatever desires you have in heaven, you know. So I think that's kind of crazy that, like, you have to. It kind of does fall, like, play in the same category of, like, the pedophilia shit.
But,
like, you got to just
different
hold
because
that in.
pedophile is more so like it's a predatory thing.
Exactly.
Because it's like you're actively affecting somebody else's life, and they don't have that decision, honestly,
Exactly.
because they're not making their decisions from a place of a sound mind because they're a kid. So it's like, or however you lure them in, or with candy, weed, cookies, pizzas.
Yeah, they're easily impressionable.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's different, because now you are actively affecting and changing somebody else's life. Like, that is harming somebody versus like.
And that shit you should suppress. Suppress your pedophile urges.
And you know it's wrong. So it's like, on that part, fuck what you talking about. Which is like.
If you gay and you genuinely had like suppressed it for all your. Bro, I would feel so bad for you. Like, just mentally to suppress like you being who you truly are, like. Bro, go fuck some guys. Come on, like, come on, just go let loose, bro. Like, don't put yourself through that.
But God don't like gay people.
And hey, that's the thing though. That's the thing though. But in all religions, like, sins aren't weighted. Like, so you told a lie, right? You said you were talking shit about someone, right? Like, you did this negative thing, right? But it's like they say in the Bible. I was different from Islam, but like, he who cast the first. Who was not sin cast the first stone. Bro, it really is like, it's crazy how so many religions like. They'll really like try to banish someone for being gay, but it's like, fam, ain't you cheating on your wife? Like, there's so many different little things. It's like, sin is it. When we talk about sins, it's like how you should be living your life, like, and it's all based on like morals and things like that. You don't get to, and we can all sit up there and be like, yes, we've all sinned, we've all made so many mistakes in this lifetime. Oh wait, you're gay? No. That makes no sense, bro. You can openly say that you've sinned. That actually makes you look like you have more humility and more empathy to someone else who maybe is currently sinning.
It's like the Chris Rock joke. Like, he talks about like, man, I know there's a lot of things that we could do. And he talks about like Muslims not eating pork, and he's like, man, that's the last thing I think that God is gonna be like on Judgment Day. Be like, yo, you saved all these people. But that pork though, like,
you ate that bacon that one time.
Yeah, that bacon. I saw you.
That one time.
That's how I view all that shit. Honestly, I feel like we're so divided on religion nonstop, but generally like the moral compass and like the basis of all of them is very similar. I think anyone living out any of those religions, not even in the form of like the visual stuff where you see them and they seem super holy or super halal, like or kosher, anything like that. Like, it's like, bro, if you really lived out any of those religions, we wouldn't be able to tell the difference past like the specific stuff, like the rules and like how many times you pray, but like just in how you move. Bro, I think the people would still look pretty much the same if it was really about like what type of person am I. And that's why I feel like all the rules that each religion has, and they're different. First of all, it's kind of silly to just say one is right, bro. You go to Jerusalem, everyone is Jewish. You go to different places, everyone is that religion. It's just, in no other bracket do we just be able to say nah, our shit's better. Why? This one clicks with me more. Damn, what? Like, that don't make no sense. Like, it's just, if you it can't be proven, but if we all just listen to the core values of each thing, shit, I think you got a good chance of making it to heaven, bro. I think if you help people, like he was saying, help people, do all this shit, you have a rap sheet of good things you've done for people, things that you weren't doing for a reward, different shit like that. I think that's what God's gonna look at. Like, I don't think he's sitting there like, nope, you had a couple beers, buddy, and you were Hindu. And that was wrong, by the way. The right one was Jerusalem, Judaism. Like, sorry, buddy, you guys had been reading the wrong book all your life. Like, fam.
For real, that'd be so fucked up.
That's just crazy. Religion's actually pretty crazy.
And imagine you the greatest Muslim ever, like, you doing your thing, and then you get to heaven, God's like, oh yeah, it was actually Christianity. Yeah.
I know.
You wrong answer.
You read the wrong. Yeah. You didn't. Your studies were way off. So sorry, you're actually disqualified. But good luck.
Did Christianity win? Just because if like think about it, we consider time as in before Christ.
Yeah.
So, are they the ultimate victors of religion?
Nah, because other religions believe in Christ, like that he existed. They just don't believe that he was son of Messiah and shit.
Yeah.